Best to get my walking in the morning before it gets too hot. And there's a lovely little river walk here along next to the campsite. Today looks like a good day for another kayak down the Moonie River. So still, no wind at all, which means it's going to be hot. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that every year I do the 1 Foot Forward walking challenge to raise funds for mental health research through the Black Dog Institute. And this year I'm doing a combination of walking, bouncing on my rebounder and kayaking. I'm aiming to do, I think it's 100 kilometers, but some of it won't be able to be measured because when I'm bouncing and kayaking and stuff like that. But either way, I'm going to make sure I'm active every day during the month of October. And if you would like to sponsor me, I would love that very much. And I will put a link down in the description below. And every little bit you can give helps, even if it's just $5 or something, because it's a really good cause. And the reason I like to do it is because I actually suffer from recurrent bouts of depression, and quite coincidentally, it seems to happen a lot of times just before the 1 Foot Forward walking challenge happens, so which has happened again this year as well. So doing this challenge, it not only helps raise funds to help other people through the Black Dog Institute to provide services and things for mental health research and assistance, but it also helps me because I get out and actually make sure I'm physically active every day because I'm working towards a goal and trying to raise funds. So yeah, if you can support my fundraising challenge, I would really appreciate that. And I'm going to get back to walking, and then I'm going to go for a little kayak. Wow. I just saw a kangaroo just jumping along, and I didn't have the camera on because I was just in the moment, but I think it was a black wallaby. It's very beautiful. Anyway, so still. We kind of are floating down river, so I better get paddling again, but hopefully I'll see another kangaroo. That was cool. There we go. Alright, Miss Pixie. That's enough of Mr. Roo. He's gone. We can go back on the... Let's go back on the trail. Alright. Off we go. So lovely and cool out here this morning on the water. I know it's going to be a stinking hot day today. I think they said 38 today, which is insane. If we can survive today and tonight, my goal is to try and spend a whole week here, a whole week off grid. Oh, the breeze is picking up a bit now. There you go. The stillness might not be... Oh, it's very still. When we came out, now it's a little bit breezy, which is nice because it's cool. Hey? We'll just keep paddling. Pixie can see ducks on the water up there. As long as we don't try and jump out of the boat, we'll be right. She's pretty good. She kind of knows the drill. She's been doing this a while now. Oh good, the ducks are flying. Oh, there's another roo. Oh, that's an actual kangaroo. Hang on, let me swing around. So don't bark at him. That's a kangaroo over there. Can you see that? If we go towards him, he's just on the bank there. It's an actual roo. Probably going to hop away as soon as we come too close. Hello. Aren't you lovely? There it is. Oh, stop it, Pixie. Hello, they're very curious about you. No. Leave it. Oh, it's got a joey in its pouch. How adorable. Hi, little mama. You're so mean, Pixie. Leave it. Down. Come on. We'll get away from that one. We'll let that one be. Up, down, please. You are just a little terror. Terrorizing the local wildlife, Missy. What's that about? Sit down, please. She's like, no, I'm looking out for wild animals. Pixie, lie down. Down. Good girl. There you go. Feel a bit better with you lying down. Feel like you're not likely to fall over the edge. She is actually strapped in. She's got a little bungee strap clip that goes into her life vest there. So, and she, yes, to answer your questions, she has fallen out of the kayak before. It was very dramatic. It was I think it was one of the first times when we just got in the kayak and we were kayaking out on a lake, a big lake, and it was really windy, like super windy. So windy that I had to really oversteer on one side of the paddle just to kind of not be blown backwards by the wind. And because I was oversteering so hard and leaning right into it, I flipped the kayak. And Pixie ended up in the drink, which was kind of funny, but she's cool. I mean, the things that I've done with her, like, oh my gosh, that's a gorgeous bird over there. I don't know if you can see that. Hang on. Turn it around here so you can see. It's like a crane type bird. You see that? Up there. Oh, maybe it's just an ibis. You know what? I think it's just an ibis. It just looks so much more interesting in the wild. Oh, there it goes. Oh yeah, it's an ibis. Alright, back down. Turn around. And go back to where we were coming from. Turn our rig around a bit. Let's start. If I don't paddle, it kind of automatically just takes me towards the shore. I noticed. Let me go back. I think the tide is definitely pulling us in the other direction. If there is... Oh no, actually no, it must be this direction because there's a weir behind us. There's a weir... Normally the weir would be... Yeah, I would assume this is the direction of flow. I don't actually know what the direction of flow of this is because it's not... It's pretty still. Oh, hello, Mr. Ibis. We can't call you a bin chicken out here, can we? You're just a wild bird here. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Honestly, I've got fishing gear, I've got rods, I've got lures and hooks and sinkers and all that kind of stuff, but talking to Adam, the guy that played music here, and he's actually got a fishing channel if you want to go check him out. He not only is he an amazing musician, he's also an incredible fisherman. Adam Kilpatrick Fishing, I think his YouTube is called. And I'm like, well dude, show me how to catch a fish, because he actually did a video a couple of years ago, how to catch a fish, or can you catch a fish at Nindigully Pub. I was like, oh, that sounded... Now this is always confusing to me. Look, coming up here, it looks like an island or a split in the river, and I never know whether to go left or right. I think I'm going to go left because it looks kind of bigger, but I could be wrong. Oh well, we'll give it a go. Anyway, I was like asking him lots of questions, like what do you use for bait, and he's like, oh, just yabbies. If you go up the back of the weir, like on the other side of the weir from the campsite, just throw out a line with a piece of bread or something on it, and basically the yabbies will just cling to it, and then you just pull them back up. Isn't this lovely? Oh, this is just going to be a whole video of me kayaking the Moonie River. I don't know where it goes to, but I'll just go until it starts feeling like it's getting too hot. Yeah, and anyway, he was like, oh yeah, I went up there the other day and I caught a whole bucket. I've got a whole bucket of live yabbies. And I'm like, well, mate, can you give me one? You know, and then while you're here, come and give me some pointers on how to catch a fish. And he said, you know what the best way to catch a fish is? Fish a lot. Put a line out. He said, you're never going to catch a fish if you don't put a line out. Just put a line out all the time. Lots and lots and lots. And that's how you catch a fish. But, like, it doesn't help if I don't have the right bait. I do have tins of corn because I know they're good for catching carp. And they, you know, they don't go off. So it's the kind of thing I can always carry around with me in my caravan is corn. This is definitely a little island in the middle. How cool is that? Go away, fly. I did actually spray some bug repellent on me before we came out this morning, just in case. Yeah, so that was his very useful professional tips on how to catch fish. Just go fishing more often. Thanks, mate. So, through the middle there. I hope we've chosen the right path. Well, if we haven't, we can always turn around and go back. Yeah, so I was asking, well, and then, you know, what else? Oh, you can use chicken or prawns or... Well, I don't have any of those things on me. I'm like, what about steak? I've got lots of steak and lamb chops. He's like, oh, cheese. I'm like, no, I don't have cheese either. Actually, I've got some feta cheese. I don't think that would work. I kind of feel like we've taken an odd turn here because it looks like there's a tree across the path that we can't get through that way. I feel like it's getting kind of shallower and shallower here. Can we get through there? That's the question. It looks a little bit hairy. Dang, a whole tree. Oh, look at the reflection, it's so lovely. Can I navigate my way around a tree? Possibly. Oh, there might be a little gap through there. Let's give it a go, Pixie. We're feeling brave. I reckon if we sneak through this little gap right there, go that way slightly. There we go. Oh, look at that. I think we did it. We are legends. I hope you're enjoying this little paddle with me in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the bush. It's getting more dense and bushy. I kind of like it. What do you think, Pix? Pretty neat, hey? Oh, this is a life Pixie Angel, isn't it? Really? As I used to say with my friend from the Caravan park years ago, she got me onto this saying, wonder what the poor people are doing. Hey? Wonder what the poor people are doing. Oh, the poor people are sitting in their $1 million houses freaking out about the rising interest rates and the cost of electricity. Driving in their fancy brand new cars that are costing them like $800 a month to pay off, to their shit job that they hate every day because they feel like they have to keep the big fancy house and the big fancy car and the big screen TV, and they're like really secretly wishing they could do this. And you know, I do get people telling me sometimes like, oh, you're living the dream, you know. Oh, I wish I could do what you were doing. Wish I could just take off like that. I'm like, well, you actually could. Like, it is a choice. You could sell all your worldly possessions, buy yourself a caravan and an old car, super cheap, not one of those big fancy things. You know, some, especially blokes, I notice, some people, there's a guy rocked up here the other day, had a huge bus, like a massive thing, like a house on wheels, like fully, like a mansion, with another car being towed behind it so that he can drive around when he gets places. And I'm just like, why? Like, why do you need all that space? Like, why do you need to take your freaking recliner lounge and big screen television with you when you're out camping? Like, that's just insanity. I'm a bit paranoid that I'm going to get lost. There's so many twists and turns in this road. In this road. It's a river. It's a river. Okay, I'll just, as long as I stick to the left and then stick to the right. Oh, little baby duckies. Oh, they're... Leave it. Leave it. They're freaking out about you. They don't want you to see their babies. Pixie, hunting dog Pixie is just going to have to chill for a minute. Lie down, please. Thank you. Yeah, if you want to give up everything, I mean, it wasn't really a choice for me. I kind of lost everything due to ill health and business being copied by some idiot. Okay, this is definitely the end of the line here. I think we're going to have to swing around. It's getting very narrow here. Very pretty, but it's all just getting a little bit confusing with all the little nooks and crannies. Oh, there's an old car up there. Oh, I've got to go check that out. Alright, we'll just sneak through this little gap here if we can. Go check out this old, rusty old car. Strange place for a car. Anyway, yeah, you don't have to have all the fancy stuff, you know. You could actually turn around this way a bit. I don't know if you can see it up there. Oh, up there in the shrubbery, there's a rusty old car and it looks like an old water tank. Guess that was the last stop for somebody. Kind of funny. Alright, let's turn around. Let's go back because I'm going to get lost. Oh, it's alright. It's only branches, sweetie. Don't freak out. It's just a branch. You'll be right. Oh my god, you're funny. Alright, we'll just stick to the same path we went on so we don't get completely lost out here. Seeing as there's no phone service out here. Actually, that's one thing I've been thinking about getting. You know, because I have this propensity to go into remote places by myself. Like some kind of crazy person. I've been thinking about getting, there's something, I think they call it a PLB, Personal Locator Beacon. Wow, look at this. There's debris in that low-lying branch in front of us there. That obviously, when the floods came through here, the water was that high. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, Personal Locator Beacon. It doesn't need like phone service or anything like that, and you can just activate it if you get lost in the bush, which, you know, unfortunately happens. People, especially foreigners for some reason, do stupid things, take their cars and go camping in places and then get lost and don't have enough water or get bogged or something. I mean, I'm not that stupid. I stick to like I stick to like camps that are, you know, not completely remote, and not having a four-wheel drive. It's got to be at least two-wheel drive accessible for me to get there. But even just hiking, you know, like I've thought about it a few times, hiking or kayaking, like, you know, what say, you know, God forbid, right now, I had like a heart attack or something, you know, like, I mean, I don't think that's going to happen because, as you know, I had my heart tested and my doctor said I have zero risk of heart attack, which is great, or stroke or anything like that. I'm healthy, but you know, you just don't know, like, oh, and for my American people who might be watching this, there are no crocodiles in this river, by the way. Crocodiles in Australia are only further way up north, like North Queensland and Northern Territory mainly. But, you know, yeah, I probably wouldn't be kayaking in a river like this if I thought there was a crocodile here, and if I went by myself. Hello, lovely birdies. So yeah, no crocodiles. But you know, if something happened, it would be good to have some kind of alert system to say, I'm in distress and this is where I am. It sends it to like emergency services or something. I think that's a good idea. Navigate our way through this little gap again. Slow. Turn around. To turn it left or right, I just basically put one side of the oar, what do you call these things? I don't know, oar. Is it an oar? Anyway, one side of the paddle down into the water, and then the kayak will turn in the direction of whatever side of the paddle you put in the water. So in case you're wondering how I'm managing to navigate around corners without actually paddling, that's what I'm doing back here. I love it when it's so still, the reflection on the water. It's just so lovely. Even when it's muddy water like this, it's still kind of this strange sensation of paddling through the sky. If you look at the water in front of you, it's kind of like, gives you kind of this strange kind of sort of butterflies in your tummy feeling, because it literally feels like you're just traveling through space. It's kind of cool, and the clearer the water, the more impressive that effect is. I kind of like to trip myself out by that. Yeah, like it kind of blurs the line between reality and illusion, and oh yeah, especially this bit here. I don't know if you can sort of see what I'm talking about, but yeah, if I look, hang on. Turn around. Oh, is it showing up in the camera the way it is for me? The reflections on the water? I don't know if it does. Anyway, it's cool. I do have like a little DJI action cam thing that in previous videos when I've gone bike riding and kayak videos, I usually use the little action cam, and it's kind of got a more of a wider angle view, which is kind of cool, and you can just wear it around your neck, which is also very cool. But the only downside of it is that I then have to upload the files from the camera to the laptop, and then getting them from the laptop to the phone to join all the rest of the video. I don't know, it means I've got to like edit on the actual computer, which I know is probably a better thing to do, but I'm just not that technologically gifted and or even motivated. Like, it's just so much easier for me to edit my videos when I'm lying in bed on my phone with video that I've taken on my phone. I've watched Philly and Keely, you know, they've got all the fancy equipment, and they have 2 laptops, and they both sit there editing. And I mean, you can tell, because their videos are like cinematically just gorgeous, and the editing's fantastic. Like, they're really clever. Like, they treat it like a full-time job, though, you know. That's their life. For me, this has just kind of been a hobby. And I don't know, I just like sharing with you guys the world through my eyes. This right now, this is oh wow, the reflection here is pretty incredible. Look at this. Oh, we're drifting. Don't be drifting that way. Always wants to drift to shore. Don't be drifting. Alright. I need to make it a bit taller, but this little tripod I've got you on is only a short tripod. So it doesn't quite give you the full impact of the height. Anyway, this is where I feel at peace, you know, like somebody asked me once, what church do I go to? The Church of G.O.D., the Great Outdoors. This is my church. I feel like I'm channeling Maxi Jazz from Faithless. This is my church. This is where I heal my hurts. It literally is. This is definitely where I feel closest to God, is when I'm at one with nature, getting to do something like this. Just me, the trees, the water, the sky, the birds, and in this case you guys. But there are moments where I just kind of switch my mind off and just sit in the moment and feel so thankful and grateful and blessed and content, peaceful. What is it when I'm all around busyness and cities and shops and people and cars and traffic, and I find it really hard to find that inner peace in places like that. And I find myself dreaming and fantasizing about being able to come back to somewhere like this and connect like this. a journey, hey? What a journey, Pixie. It's only just starting this particular trip. An ant. How did I get an ant on me out here? Hey, he must have jumped on for a ride. Oh, flies. Yeah, it's going to start warming up now, I think. So I'm just going to paddle in silence for a minute because I'm feeling a little bit spiritual now. And I might just pray a little here. Pray lots of gratitude and thanks for the wondrous beauty of nature and the fact that I get to enjoy and appreciate it. The fact that I have eyes to see it and limbs to navigate it and a nose to smell it and ears to hear it. And there's our little caravan. Back home. Hey. Back into shore. Oh, thanks. Did you have fun? Was that a good kayak? Yeah, that's it, puppy. You're home. Alright, that's us. Back at shore. Time to haul her up. Pixie doesn't ever want to get out. It's so funny. She's always the first one to jump in and the last one to get out. And we're going to go back and she can have some breakfast. I'll have some breakfast because I haven't had my breakfast yet. And we'll work out what we're going to do for the rest of the day to stay cool. And don't forget, 1 foot forward mental health challenge. If you want to sponsor me, that would be great. The link's in the description. So thank you so much. I'm floating back out. I better turn off and turn back in. Watch this. She's so funny. You gonna come out? Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go, Pixie. Come on, let's go. Come on, out you come. Jump out. Come on, out you come. Good girl. There you go. Well done. Yeah, good girl. Straight back into the water. You are a funny girl. Did you have a nice paddle? Did you enjoy it? Yeah, it's pretty good, hey? Pretty good indeed. Pixie, get out of there. Pixie! Pixie! Oi! Pixie! Oh, you're crazy. Hey, let's go. Stay out of the water, Missy. It's going to get very dirty. There she goes. Alright. Come here. Pixie. Oh. Back off, fly. Here you go, Pixie. Because I know you love hiding out under the kayak. There you go, sweet angel. That's your spot, isn't it, hey? Good girl. I know you love that spot.